But let's talk about, so day trading, what you do. What personality traits do you think someone needs to have in order to be a day trader?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And let's go straight to yourself. You need to look at yourself in the mirror, right? You need to know when you're wrong. You need to keep the ego out of it. There's a lot of people that will place it, I've met a lot of people on the journey that will place a trade and they don't want to be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll leave it open until they're right. That's a hurdle. The market will give you money. The market's a fountain of money. It's if you're, number one, good enough to go take it, but number two, are you disciplined enough to take it? So the first trade is discipline, is yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror when you're wrong and improve. That was the one thing that I had to learn in the first couple of years, and that's why I hit the books.
Mm-hmm.
So that's number one. The second is resilience. You need to be so resilient because you're going to get knocked down 9 times out of 10. It's very hard to be a day trader.
Yep.
You're against, we spoke about it before, you're against market makers, fund managers, instos. You're against algorithms that have been built by the best of the best. You're got commission on top of that. You've got interest overnight if you want to hold anything overnight for these Forex trades. You factor all these things in, and let's say you're right 60% of the time, you don't make money. You need to have a very good strategy that might give you a risk to reward of 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 with 60% strike to make money. So a lot of things are against you. So you need to be resilient because you're going to get knocked down, and what worked today may not work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to get knocked down, and you've got to come back bigger and better. So that's resilience. You need to be passionate because every single moment that I ever had spare went to this. Gave up all my hobbies, gave up pretty much all my time that I had to do this for nearly 4 or 5 years now, and it took 3 or 4 years to get to where I am. So you need to be extremely passionate. Methodical was something that I had to learn the hard way. I had bad habits before trading, really bad habits. I wouldn't keep any diaries, journals of anything. Now I'm 2019 became, and again, thanks to my old boss for giving me time to focus on these sort of things. But I built structure. When I wake up, meditate, plan. What did the overseas markets do? What did this do? Create a short list. Everything is planned, one after another. That's methodical. That's how you succeed in this. Journaling. When you do that, every single positive and negative of the day, I'm journaling about it, writing how can become better the next day. Yeah. So that's methodic, and that's where discipline comes from. That's another trait, is being extremely disciplined. And then 2 really important ones are problem solving. So you need to have a mind to problem solve what's going on.
Yep.
You need to be able to read the macro, the micro news, and get a picture of what's happening. And there's a lot of books that can help you with that. The other thing is being proactive. The market will evolve. It's either going to take you, you're going to go with it, or you're going to be left behind.
Yeah.
So as I said, in December, things changed in the Forex market. A lot of the things that I was doing weren't working. I had to adapt and evolve with that market.
Yep.
You find different plays, you find different structures. Algorithms get turned off and they get turned back on over Christmas. People go to sleep. Institutions have time off. The patterns will change. The structure will change. Nothing happens today is guaranteed tomorrow. So being proactive in everything that you do in trading intraday will make you'll become successful if you do all those things that I just said.
All those traits that you said. That's any successful person that you speak to.
Anyone.
Encompass all those traits, because successful people are constantly pushing boundaries, wanting to better themselves, wanting to make sure that whatever they're doing is the best thing they can possibly do. And they're not the type of person just to roll with the punches.
That's right.
Which is extremely good. Most of the people listening to this podcast will be that kind of person as well. Mate, that's been extremely insightful. The day trading part of it still blows my mind a little bit, but you're taking risks. Risk and reward is probably a big thing that I've taken out of this, is that while you can take some big risks and there can be some benefits or an apple to pick up the tree, there are some risks that come with that, and there might be a tidal wave that comes and knocks you out. So you just got to be resilient, get back up, back on your feet, and go for it again. And be prepared. If you're going to lose that money, be prepared to go back in and go back in and go back in.
That's right. Yeah, and that's a key thing. Everyone's going to understand. Focus on the risk. Focus on mitigating the risk, and the money will take care of itself. That's one. And number two, just get professional guidance or professional help with, accounting and all those things that you don't know about. Get the advice for it, or go seek professional advice for it, and you become you'll become better at what you're doing in any financial industry just from getting the right advice. So that's definitely number one.